off in style.
He had the strike on 99.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
Hello everyone and welcome to the Cricket Cast Away. I'm Nishant. I'm joined by Divyansh and we are gonna cover the first Test match between India and Bangladesh. How are you, Divyansh? How is everything going?
Yeah, I'm good. Everything is going good, and just started watching the day four that has just begun 30 minutes away ago. And yeah, it is being a better fight being put up by Bangladesh in the second innings as compared to what happened in the first innings. So yeah, great to see competitive Test cricket again in play.
Yeah, I think this has been an unexpected Test match in the sense. Um, I am very happy with the kind of pitch that they provided for the first test. I mean, I don't think anyone expected it to be a bowler's paradise, a fast bowler's paradise. I must say, on the first day, the kind of the way the pitch behaved. It was really encouraging. I mean, these are the kind of pitches I think India should provide more often in test matches.
Definitely, yeah. The initial moisture really helped Bangladesh pacers to eke out Indian first four Indian wickets. But yeah, as the match progressed, as the day progressed, and the sun came up, and that moisture went away, and then the pitch became easier to bat on, and that's where we also got to see the always reliable pair of Jadeja and Ashwin come into play again for India and do a partnership that not only just saved the grace for Indian team but also brought them up in a position where they can dominate in the match. So yeah, really good day for Test cricket.
Yeah, I think let's get then straight to it. I mean, what a pair they have been for Indian cricket, and particularly 2 days ago, what a knock that they played. I mean, India was looking in a spot of bother at that point of time, and we were both talking offline, and we were just saying there's nothing to worry about because Jaddu and Ash are gonna come and they're gonna score runs like they always do, and they did exactly the same. Another 100 from Ash and 80 odd from Jaddu. Um, and this is the fifth or a sixth test 100 for Ashwin, if I'm not mistaken, first
Yes.
against Bangladesh, and it did come under really trying circumstances, but he delivers time and time again, and also Jadeja.
Yeah, and yeah, both are veterans of CSK as well as it's the home ground of Ashwin. So this was his second Test 100 here at Chepauk. So really good experience to watch it. And yes, whenever India is stuck in a dire situation, they really uh, come to uh, save the match with their partnership, and like they have done it time and again. It's not the first time that this has been done, and it has also broken a long setup record which was with Sachin and Zaheer Khan for a partnership of 133 runs in first innings after the fall of this many wickets. So it was also great to see that record
Yeah.
being broken after so many years. And yes, uh, as we said, these are trying times, and who better than Jaddu and Ashwin to come and save India from the perils of this unforeseeable wicket loss that happened. Although we were kind of uh, suspicious about it that it might happen because Gill was not in good form, and even Kohli has not had many matches under his belt, and he since 2021 he has not been able to score many runs. He has only a solitary Test century. So until and unless Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi fires, there was always a kind of a collapse in the middle order. But yeah, still Yashasvi played very well, and what a solid knock. I thought he only had the attacking stroke play in him, but he adjusted himself along with the situation and really played a good knock to hold up one end
Yeah.
of the innings.
Yeah. I think we're gonna talk about Jadeja and Ashwin long after they've retired. Such brilliant servants they have been to the game and for Indian cricket. I mean, the way Indian team looked at that point of time when they both came, we weren't even 150, and we actually needed a score like a 350 to be able to put some pressure on Bangladesh. And yeah, I mean they do it time and time again, and kudos to them. Kudos to them. I mean, it was a brilliant knock. So one of the best I've seen from Ashwin and from Jadeja. But what do you think is going on with the Indian top order? I mean, yeah, it was a trying and a testing wicket, but that's the kind of wicket that you're gonna get in Australia. And I'm not sure Ashwin and Jadeja are gonna bail you out in each and every test match. I mean, the top order needs to perform, and I mean, it was a bit of a worry because it didn't just happen in the first innings; it happened in the second innings as well. Particularly for few batsmen like Rohit and Virat. Uh, I mean, signs of concerns for you, or it's just an odd test match and the season is long.
I'm not much concerned about Rohit Sharma because that's the way he has decided to play as an aggressor in the opening pair, and eventually, like he will get run, and he will score 50-60 runs at a quick pace, which gives India a solid start. So I'm fine with Rohit if attempting to play aggressively and getting out in his 20s or 10s, but post that, I think there is a change of approach required. I think not even change of approach, just a bit measured approach rather than the carefree attitude that we have in ODIs or T20. So, like we all saw that Virat caught behind while chasing a wider ball, which could have been left very easily in the first innings. Similarly, Shubman Gill was also caught in a ball on a ball that was just going down the leg side, and he could have very easily left it, but he tried to mint that ball like we do in T20 cricket, just to create a leg glance and uh, send it to the boundary. So these are percentage shots which are fine to play in limited over crickets, but if you are playing a test match where you have had an early wicket fall in the first 10 overs itself, you can play a bit cautiously, and you can just really wait out for the bad balls to be put away, just like Yashasvi did. He played with a very measured approach, and he looked really mature after that England test series. So
Yeah,
I think that was missing from Gill and Kohli's approach.
yeah. I think in the first day of a test, when you're batting first, the expectation is to bat out the day and probably bat out a session or a session and a half in the second day before you get the opposition in play. They did that. I mean, without a doubt, India did that. They followed that template, and that means that they're sitting pretty strong in the test match. But the only deviation in the template is that it's your seventh and eighth batter who actually got you there in that situation. Whereas I think you can lose early wickets in the first few overs when the ball is doing that much. Openers can go. Though Yashasvi did play a brilliant knock in that first innings. Kudos to him. But even if he would have gotten out, I mean, in that kind of a pitch, you can expect the first a few wickets to fall in the first few overs. It then comes down to number three and number four to take you take you deeper into the test match, into the innings, bat out a few sessions, show some patience, and that is something which is really weird to see. I mean, uh, while we are talking about Virat, yeah, in his last test match that he played, he scored a 186. So it's not that he hasn't been amongst the runs, but yeah, as you rightly pointed out, since 2021 till now, which is a bigger sample set for us to take a note of, he hasn't really scored that many runs. And it happened in the first innings, very unlike Virat, where he was just chasing a wide one which he could have left. And in the second innings as well, I mean, got out to the spinner once again. Uh, Two very different sorts of dismissals, but spin particularly is a worry for Virat. I mean, he has been getting out to off spinners time and time again, and I mean, something needs to happen there, I feel. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Because I was looking at these stats, like since 2021, Kohli has just scored 500 runs after facing like around 1100 balls. So during this time, he has been dismissed 18 times with an average of 27 and a strike rate of 45. So this is not a record of the match winner that we know of. It's a really dismal performance by him since 2021, and this is a lean period which needs to end now, because it's high time if
Yeah.
India has to reach the finals of a test championship, and if they want to be a winner this time, Virat
Yeah.
Kohli would be playing a very pivotal role in that. And if your middle order is not solid, if they can't see through phases of brilliant swing bowling or tough situations when the spinners are utilizing the rough, if they can't grind it out, I think it is going to be very tough for India to even get to the finals, and then obviously go on and win that final. Because in the 15 matches uh, across formats in 2024, he has just scored 319 runs at an average of 80. So, barring the blockbuster T20 World Cup performance and the ODI World Cup performance last year, I think overall his performance has dipped quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, one thing is just a certainty. When you're playing a five test series in Australia, you're not gonna win that test series if your number four isn't performing. It just won't happen. So he does need to come into runs. And in the preview episode as well, when we were doing for this the series, we talked about it. I mean, these are five test matches. These are 10 innings for Virat Kohli before he lands in Australia, and we are expecting at least 2 to 3 centuries in those 10 innings for him to come into form. I mean, that's not a big ask um, in a home turf for Virat Kohli. I mean, he missed the opportunity twice in this test match. The next test match is coming. Probably he'll make the most of it then, but he needs to get a lot of runs under his belt before he gets to Australia, because that's needed uh, for for India to have a good season ahead. Because right now, obviously, we are just looking at this test cycle, and I'm pretty sure there are no question marks about Virat's place in the squad, at least till the time this test cycle is over. But after that, I think all bets are off if he isn't performing the way that he used to, the standards that he set for himself. I mean, we're gonna have a conversation about if it's required to replace him at that point of time, because everybody else has been pitching in. So Rishabh and Shubman didn't perform in the first innings, but they did in the second. Rohit, it's okay. So he plays like that, and he will come up with the goods because he has been doing that in England series as well in all the test matches that we have
Yes.
seen. Yashasvi is simply brilliant. So it's just the number four spot, and Virat who comes into question time and time again. And though he scored a brilliant 186 in the last test, but that was not a norm. It was an anomaly, if you ask, from 2021, because that doesn't really happen that frequently as it should.
Correct, correct. That's very true. And as we talked in the preview as well, the likes of Sarfaraz and Shreyas Iyer are lurking around just to grab this place. Although Virat's place is not going anywhere, at least in this test cycle, and at least in till the Australia tour is over, he is not going anywhere. But he has to justify with this position with some runs, and even if he scores 2 centuries by the time New Zealand test series gets over, he would have enough confidence to go and fight it out. And we have seen that the best of Virat comes against Australia. In Australia, we can never forget the series of 2014. So that's the kind of spirit and positive mindset we want to see him in the series down under. So that's what we are hoping for, and hope it comes really soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not just about a century though, right? Because century is just a number.
Yeah,
It's just a number. But we need to see the grit that is there. I mean, try and fight it out. Stay there. Absorb balls. I mean, it's a test match. I mean, these test matches don't really go to 5 days anyways now. So, I mean, what's wrong in absorbing 150 balls for maybe a 60 odd? That would be a great inning, if you ask me, for, because then that shows that his mental space has now changed, and now he wants to stay there and fight. But in the first two innings, what we saw was, even in the second innings that Virat played, he wasn't he wasn't looking like he wanted to stay there no matter what and fight for every ball. And that is what I feel is lacking. But yeah, moving on, in the so Bangladesh were knocked out pretty early. We expected that to happen with the kind of score that Ashwin and Jadeja put. We didn't think that Bangladesh will put much bigger of a fight, and they probably didn't. India came back to bat again, and what a brilliant innings from both Pant and Gill in that moment, especially Shubman Gill, because he actually sweated it out on the pitch. Rishabh did as well, but after lunch he just went hammer on tongs, and brilliant knock from him to get to 100, and in such fashion, typical Rishabh Pant fashion. But yeah, I'm really impressed by what Shubman Gill did in that second innings.
yeah. Even I was thinking the same, and somehow some switch gets turned on in Shubman Gill in the second innings, and he has been
Yeah,
doing it time and again. I was reading on the Crick Buzz. So last 4 5 second innings in Test matches, he has been brilliant. Like there has been 200s in there and 350s there. So he becomes another batsman in second innings, and that has been
Yeah,
really brilliant from him. Even if he is struggling in the past, like in the England Test series as well, in the second innings he just appeared like a different player and he scored 100. So
yeah,
that's a really good sign, and this will give him the confidence of performing better in upcoming test matches as well. And he himself has said that it was the right decision for him to step down to number three, and that's where he feels most comfortable at. So I think that's a good sign for India that he is coming back into
yeah,
his own.
yeah. And yeah, also for Rishabh Pant, I mean, uh, really good because India really need him, and probably because he's come into this test scheme after such a long time after that horrific injury. I mean, we all want him to perform really well, and that's what he did. It's gonna go a long way. He is one of those guys who will be really important for us in Australia. But yeah, good to see him smiling and doing Rishabh Pant things on a test field because yeah,
Yes.
we really missed him.
Definitely, definitely. We kind of were missing the chirpy lad that used
Yeah,
to do all kind of commentaries from behind the wicket, and he was even kind of imitating MS in the second innings where he was telling the Bangladesh bowler to set the field. So yeah, good to have him back, and we definitely need this kind of flamboyance in Australia,
yeah,
because as we have already seen how he did what he did in Gaba. So that kind
yeah,
of aggression from lower down the order is definitely
yeah,
required in Australia, and
yeah,
I would believe that there would be some tense faces right now in Australian camp seeing this innings, that this guy is
yeah,
coming back on the tour.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. I mean, the kind of shots sometimes he plays in a test match are unreal. I mean, laps and the pulls. I mean, wrong foot drives. If there's
yes,
something like that, what he does is simply incredible. So they both are the reason that we could set a target of more than 500 runs for Bangladesh in the second innings, and it meant that their innings meant that the test match is all but sealed. As we are recording right now, Bangladesh is trying to fight it out. Do you think there is any hope for them in this test match, or yeah, it's gone way far from them?
I think they are fighting it out, but it's not looking like they would be able to draw this test match. At max, they can take it to the fifth day, but not. I'm not seeing them going far beyond that. And yeah, like Najmul Hossain Shanto is playing innings of a captain right now, and Shakib Al Hassan is giving him good support there, and the partnership is already close to 50. So I think India would find it tough. They have to grind today to take the remaining of the wickets, because the next two batsmen are really in red hot form. Mehdi Hassan Miraj and this guy Liton
Litton
Das.
Das.
So yeah, so India will have to work hard. I think Ashwin and Jaddu will come into play really soon after the lunch break, and they would have to utilize the roughs to
Yeah,
infuse a mistake from these two players. And yes, but definitely India is on the driving seat right now, and if not today, they will definitely win this match on the day five.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be really surprised if this match goes to day five. I mean, what's it? It's 10:30 a.m. right now when we're recording it, and yeah, Shanto and Shakib are showing some grit and determination. But if they are able to, if and also coming to Litan Das and Mehndi Hassan Miraj, if all four of them are able to take this test match to the fifth day, I think for me it will be more than anything that they could achieve in this test match. I mean, I don't think they are winning this one, but even to take it to fifth day would be a moral victory for them, because I really don't see that happening. I think Ashwin and Jadeja, when they come to ball, I mean, the wickets are gonna tumble. The pitch is not gonna get any better, though it looks really good right now for batting. It start it'll start spinning soon. Start turning soon as the sun bakes the pitch down, and more and more roughs appear. I mean, I have no doubt that Bangladesh is gonna wrap up this innings today itself. But yeah, let's see if they do manage to take it to fifth day. Find it highly unlikely.
Definitely, as the Chennai heat and humidity increases and it goes into the mid 30s, it would be a different scenario post lunch when Ashwin will bowl from the end
Yeah,
that he was bowling yesterday, and he would definitely is going to utilize the roughs pretty heavily. And
yeah,
let's see what happens post lunch. But right now they look solid
yeah,
to go unscathed till lunch.
yeah. I mean, yeah. So, but yeah, overall, I think it's been a good test match till now. Though there have been some hiccups here and there for India, a la Virat Kohli, but everybody else that we wanted to see amongst the runs, he has actually gotten amongst the runs. Uh, KL Rahul in the second innings didn't get much time, but he was looking really good.
Yes.
And yeah, I think the bowlers looked really good. Jassi looked good. Siraj also is right now today in the morning spell. He bowled brilliantly. So he is getting back to the Siraj that we know. And I think, yeah, in this test match, specifically from India's point of view, a lot has gone right than wrong.
Yeah, definitely, and the wheels are now well oiled, and the rustiness that all the guys were feeling, I think that's gone now, and they have come back into the business. And this was really important because it was more than a month's break for majority of the guys, and it had to be broken in a way that it does not put a lot of pressure on them. And in familiar home ground conditions, I think it was the best way to begin the test season for India. And yeah, except Virat Kohli, like all of them look like they have found their groove, and they will become better with the matches that they play from now on. So I think good signs for
Yeah,
India. And if and the fight that Bangladesh is giving India right now in the second innings, that's also good for them not to become overconfident. And it should be a humbling experience for them that even though they have best of the best bowlers in the world, if the pitch is not helping, you have to grind it out, no matter what your ranking in ICC Test cricket is.
yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah. So I think, yeah, this is it. This was the episode, guys. This is a great season that's gonna start. That has already started, and we're gonna cover all the test matches. We're gonna cover all the stories that emerge out of the coming months for Indian cricket. So keep showing the love, keep liking the videos, subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot to us. So yeah, good day. What do you have to say, Divyansh? Final
Yeah,
comments?
definitely. Be ready for a good day of Test cricket, which is going on right now. Do tune in, and I think the Chennai crowd is supporting the team really well, and they are the real Test connoisseurs that we see in our country. Like after Kolkata, like Chennai is the second home for cricket in India, where the real Test lovers reside. And keep watching our channel, keep subscribing. We'll keep bringing you exciting content over the next few months, because the real cricket, the Test cricket, is now on, and it will not end very soon. So keep
Yeah.
watching us, keep liking, keep subscribing. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.